And the fact that the real estate industry even uses the word listing presentation, in my opinion, is stupid. We're talking about listing presentation, listing mindset, and we're digging in on process and strategy for how to be successful and build your own custom version. A script came out that I thought was useful, which is, I would like to be hired to be your real estate advisor that represents you in the sale of your home. I would like to be hired to be the real estate advisor that represents you in the purchase of your next home. You really need to sign a buyer brokerage agreement. What is that? That's the contract that ensures that I get paid if I help you buy a house. Why does that sound so pathetic? The next thing to do is we should look at the listing contract. What is a listing contract? It's a contract. Put your home on the MLS and I can get paid. Oh, okay. Is that what this is? So when I thought about this, it's like this fluid script came out and I was like, oh my, that just feels good. Because if I'm your real estate advisor representing you in the sale of your home, just one of the steps in that process is called a listing contract. And that is defined by a very simple agreement between me, you, the seller, my brokerage, and the MLS, and that is a state regulated contract it gives all the instructions on commissions and pricing. That's all that is. But that's independent of you hiring me to be your real estate advisor to represent you in the sale of the home. And the fact that the real estate industry even uses the word listing presentation, in my opinion, is stupid. Because what's a listing presentation? Let me present to you the contract of how I put your home on the MLS, and we put commission instructions, and then there's some legal terms and agreements between me, my brokerage, and the state. Let me give you a presentation on that. Or did you just want to hire me to be the real estate agent that helps you sell the home? Which one did you want to do? Do you guys follow me? Do you see how stupid that term is? And so until I can come up with a better term, like, we were stuck there. So anyways, long story short, I would like you guys to step up your game and start leveling up the eloquence in which people make the decision to hire you. And as I was talking to Michael Saunders this morning, he really should be firing one of his clients, because we have to be in agreement. I'm here to talk to you about the sale of your home and to interview you. You're interviewing me, and we should make a decision tonight on whether or not we want to work together. Isn't that what this is? And James and I were role playing a little bit. My brain was there and I was like, classic Mike Ferry 1-minute listing presentation. Tonight, we can actually look at two things. I could share with you why you should hire me and what I do and how I help people so that you can feel comfortable to make the decision to hire me. We can do that. Or if you feel comfortable hiring me, then we can spend our time tonight and just create the plan to get your home sold. Either way is fine. Which one would you guys like to do? James was like, I just feel like I'm trying to sell them on hiring me. And I'm like, I know, but how about we just decide in the full fee agent, he was bringing that up. Are you the fool or are you the favorite? Because if you're the favorite, send them all the pre-listing presentation stuff and then ask them as many questions as humanly possible. And then just ask them to solidify that they are committed to hiring you. And then we'll work out the details later. What do you think my home's going to sell for? What do you think that we should price the home for? When you and I do a deep dive analysis on what we both agree on the value of your home, and then when you and I review all the pricing strategies together, then you will choose which pricing strategy that you want to bring your home to the market. And I will advise you on the pros and cons of all of those different variations. You're going to choose that. And you are going to choose if you want to offer compensation to offset the buyer's agreement with the buyer. You are going to choose that, and I will advise you through the whole process. And if for any reason that you and I cannot agree on my services and the fee of my services, don't worry, then I won't help you. So if we can't come to an agreement, then don't worry. I'll go sell another person's house. It's not a problem, but it's your choice. It's your property. It's your money and I'm here to earn it. Do we need to discuss this anymore? Or could we just go ahead and move forward? That was the Randy Ora script, which was freaking genius because he's right. You're going to choose the price. You're going to choose the commission. I'm going to advise you through that process. Until you decide to hire me, there's no point in us talking about those two things. You see what he did? I was like, oh my God, that's so good. And just as a please reminder, okay, for all of you guys, if you are not following my weekly seller report and script for their options, and you're not doing that weekly, and you come to a call and you complain about a seller and you didn't do my script for the weekly seller report, then I'm going to hang up on you on Zoom. Okay. Listing price reduction script, weekly home seller report that naturally leads to price reductions, public YouTube video on the topic, 4 components of the seller report. All of you guys are using your AI stuff from Jason. Wonderful. So you're spending lots and lots of time on that. First part, great, good for you. Second part, good. Third part, great. Okay. And then of course, the comps. Here's the script. Let's take a look at any new competition and options your buyers have today. Then, what did the buyers decide to buy instead of your property? Oh, see this property that's under contract right now? The same buyer that showed up to your house went to that house and wrote the offer and got it accepted. Your buyer chose that property, not yours. It's not a, oh, look, here's an escrow. No, what is an escrow? No, the same buyer that walked through your house and then went to that house, they wrote an offer on that house, and this house is now under contract and off the market. And so we just lost one of the buyers who is in the marketplace today. And so we're saying goodbye to that buyer. Now, also, here's a new home that now has closed that's inside of your category. And this is what your appraiser, who's representing the bank that's going to give the loan to your buyer, that appraiser is going to look at this property, and we should be aware of that. It's not a little bit of a different language than what you guys have been saying. It doesn't give context, and it's not helpful. Okay. Then that housing market report that you guys don't do, you should probably share that. And then of course their options. Change something in the marketing, do something to improve the property, stay the course, don't do anything, micro price reduction, 5%, 10%. What would you like to do? Every single time, every week, right through the list. Yes, everybody? And that's what they deserve. And by the way, you know how I learned all of that? I learned that from expired listings. And one of the greatest lines in an expired listing was, when was the last time that your agent did a market analysis for you? And what do you think the expired listing would say? It's been 6 months since they've done that. And then all you had to say after that was, oh, no wonder you're so frustrated. Illuminate for them. Now, did your last agent give you a weekly or twice a month seller report where they showed you what's happening with the comps, what the buyers did buy, why they chose those other homes and not yours? Did they educate you that on a regular basis? No. Oh, no wonder you don't know why your home didn't sell. No wonder your agent doesn't know why your home didn't sell. Now it all makes sense. No problem, I gotcha. So when I come over, what I'll do is I'll just do the research. I'll show you exactly what the buyers decided to buy and not your home. I'll tell you exactly what it's gonna take to sell your home for the highest price in 30 days or less. And I'll put a little custom marketing plan to get that done for you. Would you like to get together this week? Yes, please. See, I learned it from there that actually the reason why homes don't sell is not because your price was wrong. It's because the seller chose a pricing strategy wasn't effective. The seller chose how to prepare their home to the market that wasn't effective. And you typically tried to help them, steer them in the right direction, but they bullied you and you took the listing anyways. And that's the right choice. But it's on us to now educate them so that they actually understand the consequences of the two decisions. That's on us once we've committed to selling their home. And so really actually a home that doesn't sell after 90 days or 6 months, it's one of two things. It's either our education didn't work or your seller was not motivated, which is your fault anyways, because you shouldn't have listed their home because you wasted your money and your time and you should have known. So was it that they didn't choose the right price? Because you could choose it. Hey, I'll list your property today at a price that's a little over what I would recommend in terms of a pricing strategy. And don't worry, every week when I do a report, I'm going to show you exactly what's going on with the market. And every week, by the time we get to about the 30-day, you'll know exactly what to do to sell your home. So I'm totally confident. It's perfectly fine. Price it whatever you want. Makes no difference to me. So do you guys have that level of confidence with your weekly seller report? And if you do, then it's very easy to do this thing. Hey guys, we got some exciting news. I've created a new training program with my brother, Tom Ferry. It's called the TAG event. Now, TAG stands for the Appointment Setting Game. These 2 days are designed to help you create a massive breakthrough in appointment setting. We have nothing but one focus. Over the 2 days from 8:30 until 4:30, we're going to figure out exactly what it's going to take to help you create as many listing appointments and/or buyer appointments as we possibly can. You've got me, you've got some of the other Tom Ferry coaches and some of the other great agents. We will help you with role play. We're going to provide you all of the prospecting phone numbers that you need, compliments from RedX, and we're going to give you all the training and the insights on how to explode your appointment setting. The first one is February 27th and 28th, so it's coming up at the end of this month. This 2 days may not be available, but you're interested. So down below, if you want to look at the details, get yourself registered, just grab that link down below, tomferry.com/tag. But if you want to be on the wait list and you want to learn more about the up and coming ones that we're going to be doing, I'm going to give you another wait list link down below and just put a little email there and I'll keep you up to date on what's going on and the next event. All right, let's do this. If you want to have an absolute explosive first half of 2025, then the TAG event is 100% a yes decision. All you have to do is just go down below and take a look at the tomferry.com/tag event. Click on that link, take a look at the details. Take a look at what we're going to do, what we're going to offer, what the cost is, where it's at. Get yourself registered, and I look forward to this being one of the absolute best events of the year where we create explosive growth in appointment setting for you.